Hey everybody. So, yeah, Tesla. I've heard. So Gabriel Cruz, I've mentioned him a few times. He's a YouTuber that I respect. He's done a lot of really good research and homework into the intricacies of what's going on with our infrastructure and the way shit works. And he's shared a lot of information about Elon Musk and his ties to the mob and ties to the Biden administration, and it just. So it's when I walk up on the company of Tesla, the building, the sign, and all this, and I wasn't even looking for it, and it happens to be right next to this new U.S. federal building, which is designed like a prison. I mean, the windows are barred up. They have gates that look like military class gates to keep like tanks out, or maybe not a tank, but very, 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 very powerful looking gates. And then you got OHSU just right there. Okay, these are all very powerful organizations that they're using to perpetuate their evil empire. And so I'm going to be diving into where I didn't even know this was a thing, but I guess there's a Tesla deal as part of the Biden administration's $7.5 billion plan to fund 500,000 EV charges throughout the U.S., mostly along major highways at 50-mile intervals. Spending was approved by Congress in 2021. Now, this is more examples of how this beast system uses things like electric vehicles to perpetuate an image that appears good. But if you actually take the time to look into the details of the electric vehicles and the batteries that they choose to use, which are graphene batteries, which are completely, compared to hemp, it's ridiculous how much more efficient hemp is in every single way. And the reason why they can't use the hemp thing, because if they tell people, hey, we can use hemp, we can do this, people are going to be like, whoa, you can do this with hemp, and then they're going to start looking into hemp and realize you can do so much more with hemp, and then boom, that threatens their whole infrastructure, their whole perpetuation, their whole momentum. The hemp does that. That's how powerful it is. That's why it's being blacklisted. That's why you don't hear a lot of these celebrities talking about hemp, because they've been told not to. So, excuse me, it pisses me off. And then they're spending 7.5. And then another thing with these, the batteries they use, the electric cars they use, they make it sound good, but you don't realize where those products come from, the materials that it takes to build those products, the exploitation that goes into the distribution and the manufacturing and the production of these products. These are things that aren't known. What is known is that, hey, it's 100% renewable energy only because they're not taking fossil fuels. That's how they say it. It is renewable, but it's still coming at a cost. So it's not even, again, this is where you got to get to clear definitions of what fucking the word renewable really, really means, because you can take it in a lot of different ways. I mean, everything is essentially renewable, but what level of efficiency of renewability is it at? Because fossil fuels, I mean, it's all being recycled in one way or another. It takes so much time for these fossil fuels that it's very inefficient. And if you run out before you have time to create more, then you're screwed. But with the hemp, you don't got to worry about that problem. That's why hemp is the most efficient that I've come across alternative fuel resource, as well as everything else. So anyways, all right, I love y'all. Y'all take care. All right, bye.